There you are, Ethan. It's so good to see you. I see that you have fallen to my children. My daughters can be a little excessive at times, and I do apologize. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lady Dimitrescu. Now, you have trespassed on my domain, and I have every right to drain every last drop from your body, leaving you a husk of a corpse. But I think I might have plans for you. You know, my dear sweet Ethan, it is a fact that my daughters do at times become somewhat lonely. And I was thinking how nice it would be if they had oh, I don't know, what would you say is the right word? A toy, a plaything, something that they could, you know, have fun with. Well, that is exactly what I think you can do for my daughters, Ethan. So, I tell you what, why don't I let you decide, mister? What is it that you would like to have done? Would you like to have every last drop of blood drained from your body? After all, we are making a most exceptional wine down in the cellar. Would you like a taste? No? Well, you might find that your tastes change after I've had my way with you. Now, Mr. Ethan, you have been causing quite a ruckus on my compound, and I cannot have that. You are a worry. You are a threat. But I think we could engage in a role that is mutually beneficial. How does that sound to you? I think you could perform a small service for me. And if you were to do that, well, I would be just ever so grateful. If you were to do that for me, well, I just might let you live. Now, as you know, we creatures of the night are somewhat reluctant to go out when the sun is in the sky. But that means people like you can. And I've been having this just terrible time with this other vampire. He has been causing me just the worst vexations. And I think we need to do something about that. What do you think, Ethan? Do you think you could help me? Do you think you could be my little lapdog? Or do I need to toss you to the dogs? They're getting mighty hungry, Ethan. My dogs take care of everything my daughters don't. And they sure can smell you. Now, I am a proper Southern lady, Mr. Ethan, and I take my role in society very seriously. But it has come to my attention that there is a vampire back in the South, and he is trying to get rid of vampires who hold with the old ways. Do you know how annoying that is for someone like me who is very, very traditional? That is most vexatious. So if you, Mr. Ethan, were to go and put a stake through the heart of this vampire, why, I will let you free. Now, I know what you are thinking. Well, just as soon as she lets me go, I'm just going to run for the hills, lickety split. Isn't that right? Well, the problem is, Mr. Ethan, while you were unconscious, we gave you just a little bit of our very, very fine wine. And I'm afraid that you have been infected. As time goes on, you are going to begin to experience the thirst. You're going to begin to crave blood more than anything in the world. You're not going to be able to resist the hunger. Now, what are you going to do about that? Well, if you go down to Louisiana before my dogs get too hungry, if you go down to Louisiana and you take care of this other vampire for me, well, I would just be so grateful. And as it happens, I happen to have just a teensy weensy little antidote that if you take before the corruption has spread full, well, you'll just be as right as rain, won't you? And if you don't, you will turn and you will slaughter every single person you've ever loved. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? But if you do not want to suffer that fate, all you need to do is go take out this little vampire. He has been espousing some most atrocious things. Now, I myself, as I have said, make a beautiful dark wine out of the blood of my victims. But he is trying to espouse this true blood, this blood that is not blood, this false blood which tastes like piss and would give vampires an excuse not to feed on people like you. We can't have that. So I'm going to need you to run along, and I'm going to need you to put a stake in that vampire's heart. And if you do, I let you live. You have the word of a southern woman. Or I can introduce you to my dogs. They are getting very hungry. And my daughters are already so thirsty. So What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr. Ethan? Oh, that is delightful. Well then, I will see you in a Oh, you're right. I didn't tell you who I wanted you to plant a stake in, did I? Silly me. His name is Bill Compton, and he is a Southern trader. So you go down to Louisiana and you put that stake in the heart of Bill Compton before he causes any more trouble for fine, upstanding vampires like me. All right? All right. We have a deal. And if you betray me, I will not just let you die, I will let you suffer. Understand? Toodaloo! Have a fun trip to Louisiana. And watch out for the sun. It's gonna start to sting that skin.